How social media has transformed journalism. It is incredible to see how the media has been transformed through technology. This change is unlike back in the day where you would wait for the news at 8 to get the top headlines from around the world. In the digital age, you find people using their phones more frequently and that they are more socially connected. Through tech devices and social media, users have access to the news bites across different platforms more instantly than ever. Social media has drastically shifted the way journalists do their job, from changing the way they receive information and story ideas to shifting how they share those stories. The digital era has introduced an instant way of accessing news snippets on social media. This means at every second there are multiple news channels on all various social sites providing users with instant news feeds. In the digital era, the news is not limited to print publication or recorded TV broadcast as people have access to tech devices that allow access. Reporters now can report live to audience and notify their followers, which gives them real-time coverage. Journalists leverage social media for business purpose. Social media has many tools that the media can use to improve their reporting and other brand objectives. Here are the key functions that social media can serve to journalists and media. Number 1. Promoting brand goals. Number 2. Gathering information. Number 3. Networking and gaining contacts. Number 4. Sharing published news posts. Number 5. Monitoring audience interest. Number 6. Interacting with social media users. How social media uplifts media brand. It is essentially for media house to use social media efficiently to meet the business goals. Television news broadcasters and reporters for different platforms use their social media pages to interact with people on news topics and share video snippets that are suitable for social media platforms. The people who own, manage, and shape them might go, but social media are not going away anytime soon. In the best possible scenario, they will evolve by bringing new challenges, problems, and imperfections. To step out of them cannot be an option unless we decide we want to leave millions of people behind, locked out of media outlets, websites by the new rise of paywall. So at this stage, 2019 is a year when we should start to cope with social media problems and gain from the plurality of platforms by building communities and reinforcing trust. Next year, we will be there with a renovated approach and a different awareness. We are already witnessing some examples. It is not all about Facebook though. The challenges is out there waiting for someone to engage with it. Today, journalists face challenges caused by new media technologies. Journalism is experiencing considerable change linked to social, cultural, economical, and technological transformation. Social media brings new characteristics like interactive dialogue and social interactions. Journalists can now have real conversation with their audience. Online debates have also been put into place so that everyone can express themselves when comments are enabled, of course. Traditional one-way communication is turning into two-way conversation. Social media has given a real meaning to what freedom of speech is. In history, expressing yourself has never been so easy. Twitter is a very professional social media that we use a lot as it helps journalists find quotes and contact people they might never see in person. It is also a good way to get breaking stories as soon as they happen. Journalists often use Twitter Personal to show the audience that they are humans, and it enhances the likability of some journalists and plays a key role in how they interact and their audience. The convergence between the personal and the professional life on Twitter, for example, is a significant sign of a social media adoption. On social media, news organizations will know their readers much more with press release because comment section is now available. Some news organizations try to resist social media, some embrace it completely. BuzzFeed or the Lad Bible, for example, are new news organizations built only for social media. These understand how social platforms spread news stories and what was the best format. A new problem social media has raised is that there is too much news. The audience can't always figure out the veracity of the news they can see on social media. Which news organization should they trust? People will continue trusting the big news agencies they have always trusted. But what about the next generation? They will have never trusted any news organization and could be lost among the fake news.